Hello, my friends. Good morning. It is Friday, October 16th, and as I mentioned to you yesterday, I am not here today, so your history class will be this recording and an activity for today. So, really quick, I'm going to go through the directions, and then you can spend the rest of what would be your class time working on this activity. Okay, so we've been learning about women's suffrage in class the last couple days. So today's activity is going to be about that. So follow along. Today's activity is worth 8 points. Here's what you're going to be doing. Pretend you are a person in the early 1900s supporting the women's suffrage movement. Create a poster to support one of the women's suffrage leaders we have learned about in class. So go back, if you can't remember, go back to yesterday's class, look in your textbook in chapter 13 or 14 and look for some of those people that we learned about. You're going to make a poster, which is like an advertisement for that person, supporting them and the idea of women's suffrage. So here's what you need to include on your poster. First of all, the person's name that you're supporting. Make sure it's big enough that you know that that's who it's about. Number two reasons why you support this person. You can include facts about them that would be appealing. Some of their accomplishments, what have they done, why are they a good person to support, any interesting facts about them that we learned in class. Number 3, try to come up with a catchy phrase or a slogan supporting your candidate for women's suffrage. Why do you think this is important for women? Or why is this person important to this movement? So you want to come up with something catchy. This is an advertisement. You want people to remember it. And then you want to make your poster look nice. Make it colorful. Use pictures, artwork, graphics. Make it look appealing. You want it to catch somebody's eye. Think of those posters that you see on the side of the roads for political candidates. Many of them have bright colors. You want it to be appealing. Think about advertisements maybe you see in magazines or on television or online. What catches your attention about those advertisements? A lot of times it's the visuals. So make it look appealing, make it look interesting. So each of these things that are included are going to be worth 2 points. See, 2 points, 2 points, 2 points, 2 points. Those will add up to 8 points. Okay, how are you going to turn it in? Okay, it depends on how you create it. You choose how you want to complete and submit this. Oh, this says quiz. It's not really a quiz. It's just an activity. It is getting graded though. So you can make a paper and pencil drawing. If you do it on paper, snap a picture of it, send it to me in email. Or probably the way most of you are going to want to do this is maybe in Seesaw. I have an assignment in Seesaw now that's called, I forget what it's called, Women's Suffrage Assignment or something like that. It's the only one in your history class that's available. Or if you want to create a poster like on a PowerPoint slide or in a Word document, you can do that. Save it, attach it to an email, and send it to me that way. This is my email address. So however you want to complete it, it is going to be due by the end of the weekend. So here's an example of one that I made. Don't copy mine, use your own ideas. My artwork is not that great, but mine says, I support Mrs. Love in the women's suffrage movement. She has worked with President Mickey Mouse to try to pass a new law giving women the right to vote. She went to Disneyland to meet with other lawmakers. Women deserve the right to vote the same as men. Mrs. Love is awesome. Okay, so I have included all of the things on that list. Okay, I have my person's name, Mrs. Love. I have 2 things that she has accomplished, these 2 things in blue. I have a catchy slogan, yes, and I have some nice colorful artwork. So if this was yours, you would get an A+. All right, if you want to see some examples of real women's suffrage posters, this is some that were actually used back during that time period. Okay. All right, so you're going to use the rest of today's class time, or what would have been our class time, to work on this project. You should be able to get this done in less than a half hour. It is going to be due by Sunday at 11 p.m. If you send it to me 5 minutes late, I am not going to accept it. You must get it in by that time in order to get the points. All right. I hope that you guys can do this with no troubles. I will be back on Monday. So finish this up and have a great weekend. I'll see you on Monday.